Hi everyone, it's Rin with another recap. Today, I'm gonna guide you through one of my favorite romance anime, Horimiya. So enjoy the recap till the end and leave your thoughts below. At first glance, Izumi Miyamura is the gloomiest nerd in the class. And on the other hand, Kyoko Hori is the school's most popular girl. But at home, she wears plain clothes and do all the house chores. One day, Miyamura escorts her brother, Sota, home with a bleeding nose. And Hori was surprised to realize Miyamura is so different outside of the school, even has tons of tattoos and piercings. At that moment, both Miyamura and Hori discovered their secret selves and decide to keep it to themselves. With that, they understood each other better and developed a close friendship. Miyamura visited them regularly to hang out, strengthening their bond. Another day, there was a sale on eggs, which Miyamura had to partake in for Hori. But accidentally ran into Yoshikawa. But Hori didn't like anyone seeing Miyamura's true self, and turns out feelings were mutual. After seeing their sudden friendship, Toru Ishikawa approached Miyamura. He revealed his feelings toward Hori and told him he gonna confess to her. After that, Miyamura decides put some distance between them cause he's worried about her reputation. But Hori got so mad at him for thinking that way.
Who'd eat your portion of dinner? Hori! I'd have a fridge full of leftovers!
And two of them made up after that. Then he learned she rejected Ishikawa earlier that day. It's been weeks since Miyamura started visiting them, and Hori realized she doesn't even know his first name. Then she started pulling various stunts to learn his first name without asking him directly, until he revealed it to her later at their home. Hori always do whatever the task assigned by student council. But one day one of their reports got missing and they blamed it on Hori. But Miyamura intervened and revealed one of their members, Remy, at fault for this. Although he ended up head-butting the student council president, Sengoku, traumatizing him. Hori doesn't have a clue about what music is popular these days. As her birthday approached, Miyamura thought of the perfect gift, a CD with popular music. In the past, Miyamura was always alone and he didn't even have someone to group with.
And melancholy Miyamura is solo yet again. Hey, someone take the leftover!
But now, Hori, Ishikawa, and Yoshikawa form a group with him, and he couldn't be more happier realizing that. One morning, while Remy and Hori chatting, Remy jokingly mentioned she's interested in Miyamura and dating him. But suddenly Hori got so mad and offensive towards her.
And now I'm saying you can't have him! Do you hear me? I'll never let you have him!
One of the evenings, while watching a movie, Hori and Miyamura comparing their hands. As they touch hands, Hori almost confessed to him. Meanwhile, Ishikawa is certain Hori has feelings for Miyamura and confronts him. But he denied it and ended up with a fight.
Mercy! Mercy! Please!
The next day, both apologized to each other. Later, Yoshikawa learns the fights about Hori from Miyamura. Hori realized Miyamura always keeps his cool while she gets flustered easily. But she witnesses him act so differently and gets flusters when talking with Shindo, the only middle school friend of Miyamura. They somehow ran into him when they were in town. One of the days in summer, Hori catches a cold. And of course, Miyamura came to visit and nurse her. He learned how Hori had to bear all the loneliness alone when her mom was at work and her dad was nowhere to be found. Later, she appeared to be asleep, so Miyamura confessed to Hori. He kinda knew she could be awake, but this made Hori awkward and skipped school for a few days. Until Sota told her about Miyamura was hanging out with another girl. When she was back at school, she avoided Miyamura, and when he approached her, she just threw textbooks at his face. Later, Miyamura visited Hori to return the textbooks and explained the girl was Shindo's girlfriend and that he was helping them both to walk after a little accident. But at that moment, Hori's dad, Kiyosuke, arrived and ruined their moment. She was so mad at her poor excuse for a father. However, while their quarrel, she confirmed Miyamura is her boyfriend and declared they are dating. When Miyamura informed about this to Ishikawa, he got hurt and depressed pretty badly.
So lame. I was the one closest to her. The actual hell.
However, he reassured they still gonna be friends. But things get hectic when all the students found out Hori's dating the gloomy nerd. Miyamura couldn't stand this ruining Hori's reputation and decided to cut his hair, revealing all his piercings with his handsome face. That attracted many girls, some even started to stalk him. One evening at Shindo's place, he shared some candy with Miyamura and Hori. While there, Miyamura kissed Hori for the first time while stealing the candy in her mouth. Then the story introduces Anoka Sawada. She looked like stalking Miyamura at first, but proved otherwise when she declared her love for Hori. Things get even more complicated when Miyamura learned she lives next door, but heard about her brother's death a year ago and softened his heart. He ended up looking at her from an elder brother's perspective as he acts more and more like one. Miyamura had to go away for 5 days for a funeral, but his phone died and couldn't find a way to recharge the whole time there. Hori missed him so much and realized how painful 5 days can be. Once he came back, she jumped towards him for an embrace with tearful eyes.
You're here.
Girls in their group advised Hori to act more cuter with Miyamura, but it only got backfired. As she tried to act cute and afraid while watching a horror movie, it freaked Miyamura out. Then she got depressed thinking she ain't cute. But Miyamura arrived there and consoles her, saying he fell for who she is, not just a cute girl. She felt a fire within her and she wanted him to feel it, and Miyamura ended up spending the night there. One night, Miyamura meets his former self in a dream and he encouraged him to keep moving forward. Cause one day he gonna meet many friends, and more importantly he gonna meet this wonderful girl, Hori. Later Miyamura accidentally awakens the masochistic side of Hori by stepping on her, and now she keeps bugging him to be physically and verbally forceful. On the way from school, they ran into Tanihara, one of Miyamura's middle school classmates, although he used to bully him. Even now he tried to insult him, but Hori couldn't take it anymore and beat down every single one of them. On another day, they saw Miyamura hitting the same girl who had beaten them up, which traumatized them. It was actually one of the times Miyamura had given in to Hori's requests. In the past, in middle school, Tanihara forgot to feed the rabbits, which was his duty, and he forgot.
But by summer's end, they were all dead. After I blamed the entire thing on you. But it's my fault.
But he blamed it on Miyamura, which haunted Tanihara up to this day. However, he decided to visit Miyamura in person, and at that moment he realized he was the one ignoring Miyamura all this time. He apologized to him in his heart.
Miyamura, I've been wanting to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But when they ran into each other on the streets, the mood was awkward. Hori suspected of Miyamura cheating on her with Tanihara and Shindo. And for Sawada, she has difficulty dealing with boys, and Miyamura decides to help her with that by introducing boys in his group one by one. And it kinda worked with most boys, and now she's comfortable around boys to some extent. When Christmas arrived, everyone in Hori's household was excited to spend it with Miyamura. But Miyamura gonna be so busy around that time cause of their family bakery. However, he promised to visit at least for a while. And he did when he was delivering the cake they ordered.
Merry Christmas, guys.
You're here! Come play cards! It's really fun.
Damn, your hands must be freezing. Get in here and warm up.
I'll fix you something hot to drink.
Hori realized last Christmas was nothing compared to this one. After spending time with them for a while, Miyamura had to return to work. While they walk, they discuss what to do from now on and after graduation. And Hori declared she wanted to be with him even after that, and Miyamura proposed to Hori right then and there.
Will you marry me, Kyoko Hori?
Hori promised to make him the happiest man in the whole world.
I'll make you the happiest man, not only on this planet, but the next.
Wait.
Although it is usually the boys' line. They even spent the new year together, revealing how their smiles are inspiring each other. It was time to clean up their lockers cause it's the end of their last school year. Worried about how their relation gonna be, Remy suggests a trip with the group. But all of them reassured they still gonna be friends even after graduation. One evening, Miyamura thinks about how a single little event could make this reality a completely different one. like if he had never discovered Hori's true self. But Hori wakes up and reassures him, saying things ended up like this cause fate wanted them to be together. On the day of the graduation ceremony, just as Sengoku starts his speech, Miyamura accidentally sneezes, ruining his one last speech.
That big dummy!
Which resulted in Sengoku chasing Miyamura in the hallway after the ceremony. When Miyamura reached to the rooftop, he faced his past self and promised not to look away anymore and accept him. Meanwhile, Sawada clings to Hori, thinking it's the last time, but Hori gave permission to visit her at home. Later, Kiyosuke appeared in a suit and acted like Miyamura's father, earning him the wrath of Hori.
Why in the hell would you go someplace you're not even welcome, you poor excuse for a father? Huh?
Would be a good chance
Why?
to have
Tell
some
me! Damn it! What kind of grown-ass man can't...
At the ending scene, they both head to Hori's house for some sushi. Miyamura realized he'd never been this close to someone before and how she turned his life upside down with so many emotions.
And I find myself asking, what can I do for you?
He want to do everything he can to cherish the most precious thing for him in this world and figure out a way to repay what she has done for him.
If I could give you this very sky as a gift, I would in a heartbeat. Then again,